Hello, welcome back to another segment in excerpts from A Spiritual Ascension. So it's funny, I've been talking to you guys about like I've done courses years ago, which is really strange because I didn't even understand at the time that I had done these courses, um, that I was on a journey already. And one of the name of one of my courses is Becoming a Spiritual Alchemist. And you can find the link for that below. It's on Udemy. And when I look back now at the work I had done on that course, it's so weird of how it reflects to my path, a spiritual path, um, then and continuing on now. And I'm like, wow, I like, where did that information come from? Especially my second course. Spiritual Ascension, that one like blows my mind because it was kind of like more divine, um feeding me the information. Anyway, having read The Alchemist, the book The Alchemist, I forget it, Pablo Coelho, something like that. I forget what his last name is. Um, but that book, the audiobook popped back up on my like YouTube feed. And I'm like, wow, I haven't like listened to this in a long time. And as a Sagittarius also, um, Sagittarius card in the tarot deck, the major arcana is Temperance. And it's a picture of like an angel of having one foot in the water, one foot on land, and also having two cups and kind of doing a mixing of this whatever it may be. It's so crazy how the path that you are taking, this ascension path, is bringing you to that place of balance and also becoming that spiritual alchemist. One thing, different things as I'm listening to this are really like popping up now because the funny thing is while you're going through your journey, you're not able to always see the meaning of the things. And that was one of the things that really hit me is the boy in the story comes upon this king. I think his name is Melchizedek or something like that, and of Salem. And he tells the boy to hold a spoon with some oil on it, pours oil on the spoon. He says, now I want you to walk through my castle and all my land and everything. And as you walk through, you're going to carry this spoon, but you're not going to spill any of the oil off of the spoon. But I want you to walk through the castle and everything and go wherever you want to and while carrying this spoon. And when he comes back to the king says, well, the oil is still all on the spoon. He's like, well, of course, you told me not to spill it. He said, well, did you see all the elegance of my castle, my beautiful gardens, and the luxuries that I have? And he goes, no, I didn't even see any of that. He says, because I was concentrating so much on the oil, keeping that oil on the spoon. The king said to him, okay, I'm going to put this time, I want you to go back through my castle again. You're going to have the oil in the spoon, but I want you to make sure that you see everything. So when he gets back this time, there was no oil on the spoon because he took the time to look at all the, luxuries and elegance and the whatever gardens and everything of that king's castle that he didn't see before. And he had no more oil on his spoon. saying all this because when I was on my journey, when I first, well, a little long, but especially the last 2 years of trying to get to this end point, the destination, um, where I'm going to end up. Like, I knew I had to end up somewhere in New Hampshire, Maine. Just trying to get to that point because it was so exhausting and so hard. I just wanted to get through it in order to get to that final piece. And so my concentration was keeping that oil on the spoon, just trying to concentrate to get to back to the king or back to get to my destination, right? I didn't get to see everything around me to really observe in a deeper way what I was going through. Of course, I saw it, I felt it, but I was so much in that 5D frame of mind that I didn't see all the 3D elements of it, if that makes sense to you. So, a lot of times, you and I are one of the first ones going through this journey at this time in this lifetime in order to help others to go through their own journey. And it's like if someone has gone through something, you want to be able to say to them, okay, this is okay. So I took a trip to Italy, and so make sure you see this and you see that, and you go here and you go there. Don't miss those things. Um, because I know, like when I went, like I miss seeing this and I miss seeing that. I wish I would have saw this. So you kind of tell someone, make sure you see these things. So that's kind of how I'm saying to you guys, make sure you are seeing your journey. Make sure that you're observing everything around you, to take in all that information, that knowledge, that wisdom. It's not all about concentrating on not spilling the oil, okay, of keeping that higher consciousness. It's also about you, yes, spilling the oil, allowing yourself to feel, see, understand because that's all a part of you reaching that higher consciousness. Your soul needs that. Okay, so I hope hopefully that kind of makes sense because when I heard that part again, I'm like, wow, that makes so much sense. Like I didn't spill the oil when I was going through the hardest part of my journey. I was so concentrating on getting to that destination but I didn't get to see all the things that were around me. And in a way of my travels up to Maine, it was more about where am I going to live, and just knowing that the universe is already taking care of that for you. They already know where you're going to be at. But I was like so shaky, like, oh my God, I have nowhere to go, running out of money and everything. So just make sure, please spill the oil along your journey. Okay. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like a personal reading, there's a link below to book time with me, and I'll see you in the next one.